Hello and welcome to the bonus week of the December 2022 Coffee and Card using the Alphabest bundle. This is week 5. We're doing our 5th card. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and are looking forward to the new year. And just a heads up, we're doing next month the Let's Set Sail bundle. Which is lovely for male cards as well as female cards, and it's a stamp set and a punch, and it's the details are over on my website. If you want to join in with that, just let me know. Right, so we're doing this card, and I saw this on Pinterest and I just loved it. I live in Manchester. I come from Yorkshire, but we've lived near Manchester for most of my life, and the symbol of Manchester is the worker bee. So I saw this card and thought, I have to case this. And I'm afraid, well, I've changed some of it, but most of it is straight off. The lovely Tammy Shea. So it's S-H-A-I-A. So I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. But I found her on Pinterest, and this is the card she'd done. So I'll bring it to you as well and show you how we did it. So we have everything we need. Now, we did use the Ladybug stamp and punch in a previous either product card or coffee and card, I'm not sure. Product class or coffee and card. Anyway, those of you who've already got the Ladybird punch, I haven't punched yours out. Those who haven't got it, I have punched your Ladybird out already. Okay, so, and that's just, we've just converted it into a bee on the front there. So you've got some yellow card to make your stripes, some vellum for your wings, a piece of black to make your butterfly, your bee, some designer series paper, and some white to mat it onto. And then because it's a black card, I've given you some white for the inside as well. I seem to have given myself 2 pieces of white, which is worrying because it might mean someone hasn't got one. If that is you, let me know and I'll send you a piece. And then I've embossed this layer with the painted texture embossing folder to give it a bit of interest on the back. Do you think embossing folders, they are fabulous? And if you haven't discovered them yet, go and have a look at some of them, because you can achieve really fabulous finishes to your card for very little money at all, because embossing folders are very reasonably priced, and you can obviously use them again and again and again. Right, so I'm going to start making the bee when I can find my vellum. There it is. Right, so I'm just going to punch out the body of the bee, which is this side here. And there we go. And then out of the vellum, I am just going to punch out the wings. I love our vellum. It's really good quality. It's really robust. I've had some vellums in the past that seem a bit thin and wishy-washy, but ours is, you know, you can tell they're really, really nice and thick. Okay, so, and the other thing, there it is. I've also included a little black gem as well. So I'm going to take my yellow. Now, I made these stripes 6mm thick, and I think they're too thick, so I'm going to make them a bit thinner. Okay, I know I put a note of it somewhere, but can't see it. So I'm going to make them 5mm thick, so that's 1/2 centimetre. So, and I just need 3. So 1. Ooh, they're more than 6mm, aren't they? Definitely. Right, I might do 4. 2. 3. 4. Okay, so 4 little stripes there. And again, I'm going to use my silicone mat. Now, this is because the stripes are obviously bigger than the bee, and I don't want glue on my paper. So I'm going to pop my ladybug there. And the first stripe is going to go just under the neck. So I'm just going to actually put this glue on the bee itself and just pop that first stripe just there. There we go. So that is stripe 1. And then stripe 2, I'm just going to put actually at the bottom, because I would like a little bit of the bee's bottom showing. So have I got that straight? Again, this grid paper you can order from Stampin' Up. There we go, and that shows that they're both straight. And then I'm just going to put these two in between. So if we put that one there, I'm just going to check quickly with the other one that I'm happy with the spacing. Just going to move that one up a touch. Whoops, not that much. Okay, that side, there we go. That one and then that one there. Yep, happy with that. So I'll put some glue on here. There we go. Okay, and then I can just pick that up and grab my scissors, which I noticed from here, which is not where I normally keep them. And then I'm just going to trim that round, and voila, we have a bee. In fact, I've probably used it more as a bee than I have a ladybug. Just excuse 1 second, that's my phone. Hopefully we are still videoing. Yes, we are. Nobody ever phones. There we have our little bee. How cute is that? And how simple is that? So I'll just pop those in the bin. Okay, and then I'm actually going to use a glue dot to glue the vellum down. So got to be very careful with vellum because glue shows through. So if you use a glue dot on the middle of that stripe, okay, add your vellum wings. And then add your gem. You can see there, you can see the glue dot. Okay, so but if you add your gem, that's going to cover up the glue dot. It's clever. Oops. If you can get your gem off the tiny weeny piece of plastic I've given you. That is how we make our worker bee. Okay, so we're going to put her to one side, or him to, it's going to be a him, isn't it? To one side, and we'll do the wording. So on this one, we have used the stripy background, and that's in crushed curry, which is the same colour as this bit here. That's what the extra piece of white's for. It's for your word. Hey ho, one day I'll get the hang of this lark. So you have a piece for your background and a piece for your words, and they are very similar sizes, so just check. Yeah, the slightly bigger one is going to be for your background. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do our Be Happy. So what I'm going to do first of all on this one is using the stripy stamp. I'm going to stamp 8 things. And I know from the punch you're better doing them this way. They just fit in the punch better if you do it this way. So, getting that, getting my crushed curry. Yeah, that's looking like it might need a replacing soon. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Teenager sneaking in and stealing scissors. 7, 8, and one for good luck. 9. Right. He snuck in before and he would appear to have taken my cleaning cloth. Oh no, there it is. I find these all over the house because I just use multi-purpose cloths and water to clean all my stamps, and I find them everywhere. Right, so now I'm going to get my Memento Black and do my letters. Okay. So this is when the fun starts. No, that's a D. That's a B. Yep. So just centering it on your background with the letter as straight as you can. Just stamp it. So that's my B. I need 2 E's. Just there. Helps if you put it on your block straight and the right way up. Okay, so there's 1 E, there's another E, and then we want an H. A is over here. Just going to move that letter up so it's better. A. PPY. That's cute. So actually, no, it's not. I was thinking it's the same as the B, but it's not, is it? No, because it's facing the same way. P. P. And then finally we just need the Y, which I know is there. And as I've said before, for the Y, line up the top of it. If you try and line up the sides, it looks really wonky. But if you line up the top horizontally, then it works great. So my T has wandered off. There we go. Right, so now I'm just going to punch all of those out. That's my stamping done, so I'll put the ink away. Punch. So I do love the little details on the corner of this punch. It's That's lovely. So my technique is I line it up, nearly close it so it's holding the paper, turn it over and punch, and then it doesn't go flying off all over the place. So hold in place, punch. I thought that was going to struggle. Line up, hold, punch. Now again, if you want to do the glad wrap technique on this one, you can as well. I think I'm just going to line it up because we've only got the 2 words rather than a whole square like we had last week. Where's my scissors? So this is probably going to be my last video of the year, unless I suddenly get to. I have designed a little folio of cards that I did for a class, and I'm really pleased with it. So I'm hoping to share that with you quite soon because I was really chuffed how it works. I've made one for little notebook cards, but I've just designed one this morning that actually holds our normal A6 card and envelopes. So 4 of each. So I may well decide to bring that to you before the end of the year. We shall see. Right, so let's bring our card back into place, and I'm going to stick this onto the background. And the other reason I'm not doing my glad wrap with this one is I lined it up with the edge of the card. If I was going to centre it, then I'd be more likely to use the glad wrap, but because I'm actually lining it up with the edge and the top, I'm not going to bother. Okay, but again, it depends. I used to be horrendous when it came to letters. They always had to be exactly right, so which is hilarious when you look at my handwriting. Right, okay, so we need to find a B, as in be happy. There we go. So we've got the B there. So, and I'm just going to line them up in the corner. So, the right way up. Okay, and I'm just putting them sort of equidistant from the top and the side, and then going from there. And just freehand lining them up. And I think because they've got this extra detail on the edges, it almost makes them easier to do that. So a little bit, yeah, just make sure that they are the right way up and not upside down. There we go. So B, and then just underneath, and you're just lining them up then with each other. H. A. Obviously using the wet glue does give you a little bit of wiggle room, which helps. Or you could always use my lovely late friend Joan's technique of if you don't put anything straight, then nothing's crooked or nothing's wrong. She'd have had these all going up and down all the way across. H-A-P-P-Y. There we go. Be happy. And then I'm just going to get a couple of dimensionals from my stash. Or some strips of dimensionals. Don't quite know what's happened here. So, where's my bee gone? There she is. He is. He. So, there's one lot. This is actually from around the edge. Clearly someone's taken it off to use and then changed their mind. Someone, as in it's come out of my class box, because when they're almost all done I take them out and use them myself. And then we're just going to position that B just in the top corner there. How cute is that? Okay, so And then we're just going to bring our other bits in if we can find them. There we go. Right, so just pop that to one side to dry. So I'm going to stick this in the middle, inside my card. And it's a tent fold, so it opens on the side like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put my paint texture on. With embossing ones, I do tend to put quite a bit of glue on because it's not an even surface. So, still only a very thin bead, but sort of spread out a bit more. That goes on the front, like so. There we go. And there we are. So that's our 5th card in this run. So I hope you've enjoyed it. The supplies for this card should be available up until June 2023. So if you're coming to this after December 2022 and still want a kit, just let me know and I should be able to sort that out for you, subject to them being in stock. Right, okay, just going to hold that down. There we go. There you are. So be happy with our little Manchester bee. So take care, have a lovely new year, and I shall see you in 2023. Bye.